What is up, y'all? I haven't been in front of the camera to sit down and talk for some time. Been really busy, and I have reasons for that. And I feel like I've been pretty forward. My last video was an uncut detailing, so I was opening up since it's uncut. You know how it is. I like to talk a little bit and just chat about my life. So this is a Purdy Conversations episode. I thought that this would best be served as a YouTube live, though the last one didn't go super well. It's supposed to be a conversation. So that was the intent. I'm not there yet. I'm not at the point where I feel like I can go live and have an hour of my time being consumed by questions and whatnot. I can probably do it on Instagram since I have a bigger following there. But anyways, we're here. I have reason for being here and bringing this series back in a way that I can just speak about life and what's been going on. So here's a big update. I was selected for the Rag Company's 2024 Grambassador program for this final trimester. So I'll be able to ring in the new year as a Grambassador, which is super amazing. Like one of the coolest opportunities as a detailer or an enthusiast or anyone that just knows products and love detailing. They know that this program is one of the biggest out there. Why me? I have no idea. I have a lot of negative things I can say about myself to justify why I shouldn't be picked. But it's a blessing, and I need to embrace that. So I'd like to walk through the whole process, how I've looked at the Grambassador program. I've already done a live unboxing on my Instagram, so if you want to go view that, go to my Instagram. It's just at Purdy Auto Pros. No spaces or underscores or periods. But that's where my live reaction to all these products can be found. So yeah, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about my giveaways that are coming up. If you're subscribed but you're not on my Instagram, I do monthly giveaways, and usually it's ridiculous. I see people doing like, oh, here's a foam cannon, or I'll give you a drying towel, or here's a couple bottles of product. Yes, it is a tactic for growth, but for me, I need to make it worth it for people because I do appreciate the growth. My growth hasn't been this huge growth. It's very exponential, and we're in that first part of that curve. And I'm still super thankful for the growth, even though it's been small. So I like the whole idea of a giveaway being more centered around giving back, but even more around giving you the products that I love and that I like. It's rare that some products are products I haven't used, though there are a lot of products in this huge care package that I received from the Rag Company that I haven't used. I've used majority of them, but there are a couple that I haven't that may end up in the giveaway. So, and I'll speak to that. But we got 4 months of this. So, and we are already halfway through September. It takes some time for the program to get kicked off and people to be announced and my discount codes to be released to the public, but it's okay. We've been making content if you've been following me on Instagram. So the process, let's talk about the process. The process, I knew about this program. I didn't build my detailing page until like a year and a half ago. That being on Instagram. I knew of the Rag Company when I was here. I knew that Adam Patelli lived here in Boise from Adam's Polishes. The detailing scene and like the car scene in Boise was bigger than Montana. That's where I'm from. I loved cars growing up. My dad had an E46 and I forgot the blue name, the name of the blue that it was, but it was a competition package and it was a very deep blue. And it was a manual. It wasn't that new gearbox that they had built. But yeah, he sold that after about 10 years of owning it. And it was a guy that picked it up and flipped it with Dynan. So he had low miles. It was like 20,000 mile E46 that was 10 years old. So obviously that went quick. An 04 C5 Corvette. That was an anniversary edition. He had an SS Camaro from like 05. He had a TT for my mom, a TT Roadster, which we all know those cars are crap. A lot of awesome cars growing up too, like 30s, a couple 60s. I think he had a 74 Satellite. I think that's Dodge Satellite, not the Plymouth Roadrunner. Like there's a difference. I don't know, maybe there's a difference, but it's a 3-speed blueprinted 340. Different. It's obviously a mismatch. It was a 383 that was blown, and then he had a blueprinted 340 thrown in it, and kept the automatic transmission. But it's a car I grew up driving in high school, and then since then he's had a couple M6s. He's on his second M6, looking for maybe an M8. It's the Grand Coupe in a frozen white, very long. Follow my Instagram because I have a trip coming up in Montana. So I'll be going to Montana in 2 weeks. We're going to do a bunch of content up there. It's for other reasons, more for personal reasons, but we'll be detailing up there. Mom drives an X6M and like a gold. I'll have that. I'll have a video of that. He's got an Evo 10. I thought he had a couple more. He had a ZR1 that was, I think, a 2012 ZR1. So a C6 vet. And that was tuned by Wong over in Seattle. So anyone from the Seattle area probably could Google Wong. He tunes vets, but they called it the Wong Corvette. Or no, sorry, the Wong 700. That's a scary vehicle. Maybe that's it. I think that might be it. Brothers have some cool cars. Brand new TRD Camry that he's been doing all kinds of crazy stuff on. And then I have my littlest has a Lexus, an RC something. Very specific model. Yeah, we're all car people. I had a 550 iX drive, not an M550. This is a 2012, so I had that for a while, and then got a little pickup, a little Tacoma, and now I have the Corolla, because, life. You have kids. We have one kid, but, yeah, probably the reason why I detail, to make ends meet, and we love it. One day we'll get there. I'm 27, so I need to remember that I can't just be at this quick pace that some people are at, but that's my history of detailing. Obviously, I liked working on cars when it comes to the cosmetics. Not super great under the hood, but I've always had a passion for it. And it took me about 3 years to build up what I envisioned to then start taking clients. So for me to be very brand new to this from the perspective of most, it is super humbling to be selected as one of the Grambassadors for the Rat Company. So we'll go through this. We're going to have a lot of things we can look at from this program, but the process has been cool. I think I've applied 2 other times before this. It's a good process. I mean, the process is you apply, and if you don't hear back, you probably didn't get it. And the day they announce it, they've already reached out to people. So I was under the impression that they would announce it when they tell you when they announce it, like day of, like you're seeing the post and you're freaking out because you're getting tagged by the Rat Company. But they always say, like, they'll tentatively post, because I think sometimes people either back out or maybe they're like an affiliate with a company and they can't really do this program and they're trying to get around the red tape and things don't work. So they always post, like, we will tentatively post the people that were selected. So yeah, my experience has been applying, not finding out, applying, not finding out, meaning being selected. And then this time around, it was during my sister-in-law's wedding, before the reception, towards the end of the night. I got a message from the rag company. I hadn't seen it for like 2 hours, and right before Labor Day. So it was the Friday before they announce, which I think is probably standard, just to give people an idea that like, hey, you've been selected. I want to make sure that this is right, that you want to do this. With great power comes great responsibility. No, we're not like signing anything. No signing your life away. It's I won't go too much into the details because I'm sure things will change in the future. But I'd like to go over kind of the perks and the expectations. So, first of all, to be selected is a privilege. There's no cost of entry. There's a vetting process. I know Anthony because I live here. I don't know him personally, meaning he doesn't know me. I know of him. I always have. I lived close to him. I lived a block from him for about a year. Never had the courage to speak to him, so that kind of sounds creepy. I was just like, oh, there's Anthony. But I've really loved like the community here in Boise because of the rag company, which is really cool. I know Connor well at MVP Detail Supply. If you don't know them, you gotta know them. They've done a lot of partnered stuff with the rag company. Connor is in the same complex as the rag company. I think they actually share storage in part of the suite that he's in. So it's a business park. And so obviously there's a strong relationship there. And I've actually been to certain events that Connor's put on that's allowed me to network with some of these guys at the rag company. So sure, I think those help, but what they look for, from what I know and from my experience, is very, very good engagement with the audience. There are a lot of people that are selected that own businesses, and I think it's very difficult to film and be a Grambassador and promote the brand, because that is the role that you're signing up for in exchange for perks. But that is what you're signing up for, and as a weekend warrior, where I get a chance, like I'm filming this on my lunch on a Friday, so I get a couple days to film, and I don't detail on Sundays. Sundays are for family and church, so I try to get my jobs done Friday night and Saturday, and those are my days to film. Any outside filming that I'm doing is time I'm taking away from my family during the week when I get home from my day job. I know some people have much harder work environments and reasons, and some things we can't control. So I feel very blessed that I can even, make money off of detailing to begin with. Like, huge blessing. So for those that have companies that are humming and it's their sole source of revenue, and I'm sure they're doing, most of these owner-operators are doing everything, especially when it comes to content creation, because like I'm OCD. Like I have to have it certain ways. I spent 20 minutes trying to kill 4 flies in here today. My wife had to come out here and help me because I couldn't stand me being distracted this whole time. So these owner-operators are busy, and that's been the case, I think, for a lot of folks when it comes to this. So I will say this. I feel very privileged to be able to represent the rag company given my circumstances, because I may have more time to focus on the filming side of detailing than others, where they're fully reliant on detailing for their income. Yes, I'm relying on it. It's very, I won't call it supplemental, but sure, we can call it that. But I need the detailing revenue in my life. That's why I do it. It's not the main reason, and I think that is what gives maybe someone like me an advantage, because I don't want to misspeak, because I'm not going to edit this, but I have a different outlook on detailing than others, because it's fun for me still. I think, and I'm being super forward, and I'll be candid. It's just, I feel like if you're in it all the time, it's not fun. And to then pull out a camera and record everything and be creative is a whole nother beast, unless you have staff to help you. And I think a lot of Grambassadors do it on their own. 99% of them, I think, do. I don't think there's really anyone that's getting a chance to, anyone that has not the opportunity, anyone that's been set up to to have a content creator that's staffed, that focuses on this for them. And I don't think that's what they look for. They're looking for it. They're looking for a lot of different things, but I think I fit the mold for one of 6 Grambassadors. Someone that may not be doing this all the time, that's going to give a different perspective. There's always amazing diversity every trimester, and that's what's so cool. You look at Joey B from trimester 1, Joey Belensky. Same thing. I have no idea what he does for a day job. I don't know if it's detailing, and I just don't see it because he has a business page and a personal page. But I look at him and what I've done and say, like, you look at Hunter Johnson, the bearded hunter that just got staffed by Koshemi. You look at someone like Justin with Mountain Town Detail. He's now with Koshemi. Like, what they were doing during those times was on the side, and it gives a different perspective of the detailing world because they might have more opportunities to be creative. So I had like 380 followers when I was selected. I didn't have a leg up. I didn't have a crazy amount of views. I'm local. Maybe that had something to do with it. I don't think though they'd select me just because they get to save on shipping. So hopefully I'm bringing something different to the detailing world that made sense for them to want to finish the year like this with this group of people that we have. So yeah, I don't have the list on me of who all was selected, but it is very diverse. There's a gal up in Canada that wraps. There's a guy that reviews a bunch of different detailing products over in the UK. We have a guy over in South Carolina, one in California, and one in Pennsylvania. I think the Pennsylvania guy is a 17-year-old. Really cool. And then, yeah, it's really cool that we have this breadth of talented individuals that can represent the company. So that's been my process throughout, not my process, but my experience throughout all this. And it's been a blessing. So it's funny because I don't want to spend too much time on YouTube now because I want to focus all my efforts in Instagram because that is the program. They really push for people to make sure that they're doing this. See, one of the flies is still alive and I'm on camera, but I got to kill this thing. Just right next to my camera. He's moving around slowly. I think he's injured and he's dead. Okay. Okay, so sorry about that. I just murdered a fly on camera. Hopefully I don't get like censored because I use that word, murdered, life nowadays. So yeah, I don't want to focus too much on YouTube, but this kind of stuff I want to document because it's gonna have to go back on a live video that's portrait and then really get an idea of how this experience went. And I'd love to talk through it because I do plan, and this is corny and so typical, but like this, what I have here, the goal is an empire. And an empire to me is a shop and a couple of vans, like not taking over the world, but to me that is the biggest thing. I'd love that. I love my day job and it's amazing and I have benefits and I want to ride that out as long as I can. Detailing, if I can, go into business with an investor or a good partner, I'd be more than willing to go down that road so long that I can, make very good calculated decisions when it's time to leave the corporate space. But for now, while we're trying to have more children, I gotta have this day job and this thing on the side just makes sense. And I'm really happy with it. So anyways, we'll try to do more YouTube. I have an edit that I've been sitting on for like a month and a half that I don't even want to start because the editing software is just different. so easy to cut things up on Instagram, but then Instagram is so limited. So it's once I get it out, I think I'm gonna realize really quickly that that's the content you all are looking for. I've already done some more ASMR style. Yes, they're uncut, but I'm not blabbering my mouth like I am now, and that picks up much more traction, and people they like it. It's the same stuff I watch. I go to Vermil on YouTube, and that's all I watch on YouTube when it comes to detailing, besides other product reviews. And like, that's the content, ASMR style. He talks now, which is awesome to hear his take on things. It's really cool to just to hear him speak, and he's got a very big e-tail store online over in Europe. He obviously also has his detailing company, but that e-tail store, I think, is also a form of distribution, so I'm sure he's doing well. It's cool to look back at old videos, and that's all I look at is, that's the stuff I like, that's what I want to make. I just always said for the longest time, I'm never going to edit videos, like, it's too much time, and I want to be raw with you, but like, it's nice to see people enjoying the stuff that I make. It kind of gives you a sense of like accomplishment. So I want to get to it. Let's go through these things. Spend enough time talking. I've obviously already opened some of this stuff up. I am so stoked about the Ultra Rip and Rag. I have amazing ideas for that. Amazing to me. And yeah, again, a lot of this stuff will end up in giveaways. At first I said a fraction of it will. I think at least half of it's going to end up as giveaways. I have a lot of this stuff because I love the rag company so much, so I'm not like a poser. Like, I literally now have two of things. Like, I have a foam, an IK Foam Pro 2. I have an IK Foam Pro 2. It'd be good to have one if it pooped out, but I want the 2 Plus because I want a Schrader valve so I can just hook up my air tank and fill it up in a matter of 5 seconds and not have to pump, especially on the wheels. So that thing is probably going. It's going in the giveaway along with some other wheel stuff that's in this thing. So we're gonna try to be quick. Okay, let's see. So we'll cover these guys last, but I want to go through the towels. I'll be totally honest with you, and maybe they won't like this, but not a lot of people watch my stuff. So you can look at everything here, and you could probably just make a list of things and put it in the store just so you know the price of what they've given, how generous they are to these Grambassadors. I already did it, and I can tell you right now, it's right around $1,000, and it's such a really awesome program, just right there. You can do whatever you want with this stuff, and I just want to give it away. So, in a not in a reluctant way. Like, I feel like this is something that I can do for others, and it's gonna help me out. It's really just about growth. It's not a money maker. I'm not running a sweepstakes here, meaning, you know, in exchange for your dollars, I want, then you can get in. Yeah, that's not the case. It's just more, I want y'all to have this too, genuinely. So, we got a rag company banner here, 24 by 24. I have one of these. If I can't find a spot for it by December, it's going in December's giveaway. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool way to rep the brand. We got a bunch of frickin' car wash towels. I was a little brutal on Instagram with these car wash towels. I think I like the green. So let me show you. 25. I don't remember. I think it's a 16 by 26. That's standard measurement, or 28. It's an 80-20 blend. They have edges. I have some of these. I use them for interiors. I think they're good for many different things. I think it's a good, like, utility towel. Probably won't use it on a car unless it's an interior. or an engine bay. I stuff like my air intake ducts with a car wash towel. I just have never used it as a car wash towel. The blend isn't super absorbent or soft. I think it's a kind of a lighter GSM, which is fine. But this fits the mold. I think I should be giving away at least 10 of these to every one of my giveaways from September through December. And honestly, if I can stretch it out longer than that, then I should be able to. I think I have 1, 2, 3. There's a red one too. Let's do the math on that. Hey, Grambassador chat is going off right now. Okay, so 150. It'd be nice to cover a year's worth, but that means I'd only be able to give away 12 months worth. No, 12 and a half towels for 12 months. Oh, they're not super expensive either, so I can always reorder. I think 10 is perfect. So that's gonna give me 15 months, obviously. That's easy math. So we got yellow. I love Rag Company's yellow. I love it in their polish removing towel. I call it polish removing, and so does Obsessed Garage, so naturally. 350 GSM Edgeless Eagle, super plush, and it's in this yellow. It's just a little bit lighter than Costco. I think Costco's turned theirs a little more like this yellow too. But yeah, we'll do a Costco towel review. I've been dogging on it. They're not that bad. They're the same blend. They honestly are very similar to this, except for it's a 16 by 16. And I think it's more of, I wouldn't put an 80/20 towel on my car unless I'm using very slick products. These edges are a lot softer than Costco's. I think they've redone their edges, but yeah, I need to stop being so mean. The problem, I think, of their towels is their cotton towel. The fact they have a car on the cover of their cotton towel is very frightening. That would be like a good way. If I had dry skin and I need to exfoliate my skin, I'd use that to exfoliate my skin, like sandpaper, you know? So, sorry, Costco. You're not gonna revoke my executive, are you? We got yellow, we got orange, we got blue, we got green. I kind of like the idea of green in the interior. I use gray on the interior. I like green because it might brighten things up in there. I like to see when things are dirty, so a lot of stained towels, which is fine by me. I'm fine with that. So I think this will end up, and I think I could keep all of these and then do giveaways of red, blue, orange, and yellow. So we'll do 10 towels for the next 12 months. And then I'll run out. I will run out of that if I keep these guys in 12 months. That's perfect. We'll have to go 15 months. Make a little stack over here. Looks like that's gonna fall, but whatever. I already unpacked this. So we're gonna be doing a washing video. So I was gonna throw this in the wash, but wanted to film it first. This is the 1500. I think it's a 30 by 30 and twist loop. So basically a liquidator, except for it's 1500 GSM, and it's a beast. So a little advice on these twist loops. They look like this. They have a hard time absorbing when they're dry. It's like you gotta prime the towel with a little bit of water. So you can have a sprayer of maybe a little water. I wouldn't dunk it in a bucket because right away you're gonna start absorbing. So what I would do is, if you got a totally soaked panel, I'd throw it on that panel and then flip it to the other side of the panel, and that'll get it wet and maybe wring it out a little bit in case there's any big drops on there, and then just go. It's a good way to prime it. I opened this too. This is just your typical TRC mitt. I should know the name of their mitts. I talk about them in all my giveaways. This is the 10X. 10X doesn't stand for 10 times bigger. It's, this is technically, I think, an 8x6. So this is a 10 by, and they just left the other 10 off. It's a 10 by 10. Huge pad. I'll keep it. I won't know if I'll use it as much. I think it'll be fun for videos because it'll absorb a lot. So, sorry if I'm a little lethargic. I need to grab a little Croy in the middle of my YouTube video. 1 second. We're running this thing for quite some time. Hopefully I hit start. Did I hit start? I did. That's good. Let me get a time check real quick. 30 minutes. Good. I thought I was going for like an hour. So, these are like battery acid. But it's okay. If I had Coke in there, I'd drink a bunch of Coke. Or Coke Zero. So, better than that, right? You get all the fun sounds. Sorry. Okay. I told you about this. If you don't know what this is, and you found my YouTube page, this is the same thing that I have that I use on the wheels. It foams. So it has to do, excuse me. So it has to do with these foaming, I don't know if you'd call them valves. It's not the tip. It is the foaming piece up top, from what I believe. I don't think it's the picker. So at the bottom of your tube that's picking up the liquid, I don't think it's that. Let's take a peek. Yeah. So this is standard. This is how the air is pumped in, right here. And then here's your little valve piece, just sitting up in there. That one's gray, so it might be a little hard to see. But you can go for a little, lot, or little, medium amount, or a lot, I believe. I don't even know what's in mine. So if I need the parts off this, I might keep it. But I won't be doing that for September's giveaway. If you're still watching this, and you're not following my Instagram, or you are, Monday, I'll post this video tonight or Saturday. So it's the 13th, Friday the 13th, or I might post it tomorrow on the 14th. But Monday, we'll have the biggest giveaway I've ever done. The reason it's the biggest is because I am partnering up with a company to do a very unique giveaway. It's not another car care company or car anything company. It's we'll just leave it at that. The value of the giveaway outside of my kit is gonna be right at $400 or $420, and then add my kit. My kit's probably gonna be about $200. It's gonna be about a $600 giveaway. It'll run for a week. It'll run for a business week, so Monday through Friday, and it's going to be the biggest giveaway I'll probably ever do. I obviously know the people, the business. I'm not going to give away too much. By the time people watch this, they'll know what it is. It's a family company. It'll be the Montana Army Navy. You can find them on Instagram. And it'll be the Blade Room. The Blade Room is a separate entity owned by the same owners, but it's specific to blades, so it's a knife shop. We'll be giving away a very, very expensive knife, and another product from the Army Navy, just a cool light that could second as like a detailing light. It won't have different warmths, but it'll be cool. So we were talking giveaways because I don't know if I'm going to give this away, but be on the lookout for that. That's Monday. That's going to be the 16th, Monday the 16th of September, and it will run through that Friday, so 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, so the 20th of September. So do not miss that. It's going to be fun. Okay. I was about to buy these about a week ago, and I didn't. I'm glad I didn't, because of this. So this is Rip and Rag. It is a big roll of rags. Both your typical Rip and Rag versus the Ultra Rip and Rag are a 70-30 blend. This might have a little bit more weight to it. You need more GSM, so it might be able to take in a little more moisture, but it's a pearl weave, so it's not your standard terry weave. It's 16 inches by 16 instead of 12 by 12. Will not fit on a normal paper towel holder, I think. Actually, it might. That looks like it could. We'll test it out. I'd like to set it up like that, but here's the thing. I give away about 4 towels with every detail and about 3 different products that are testers of my favorite products in little 4-ounce spray bottles. I bought them in bulk, and I buy a lot of my stuff in gallons or more to make it cost effective. It's a piece of marketing for me. It reminds them of me when they're going to clean up their car with the products that I give them. Finally got label makers, so we're labeling them, which is awesome, along with my decal. But I have a glass cleaner I'm putting in it now, so it's a 4th product, and I need a 3rd towel. My blue towels are typically for the exterior. My gray towels are for the interior. They're edgeless 300s. It's a terry weave. It's laser cut, and it's premium 70-30 blend. This is the same spec, 16 by 16 in terms of length. It's blue. It almost looks teal, but I think it's going to work. It's a pearl weave, which I think it would be better on the glass than terry. It won't shed as much. Obviously, you can use pearl for coating removal, so you can think of that as the reason why I want to use it for glass. Here is the gist. Anyone that has anything with detailing should buy this because of cost. $45 for 70-30 pearl weaves, and you get 50 of them. That's less than $1 a piece. Yeah. Less than $1 a piece. Literally. The cheapest towel you will have in your arsenal. I promise you. And that's why you should get it. I think they're crazy for creating this, because that is ridiculously cheap. Maybe it's not as heavy, doesn't have as much weight as your typical rag company pearl weave, but it looks like it, and I'm not going to make any claims on that, whether that's true or false. It's still legit, and I think it's quite literally one of the best products they make. So, anyways, very happy with this. Let's grab the other box. Let me take another drink. This thing can hear my throat. Gosh, they're so carbonated. Okay, so these are Fender. I have one that I opened up. It's a Fender suede towel, whatever you want to call it. I got 2 of them. These will end up in the giveaways. I have one. I'll probably keep one actually. So maybe one will end up in the September giveaway. So we'll do that on Monday. It's for your Fender when you're working on a car. I use it for product stuff. When I'm doing any kind of giveaway, you'll see it sitting on my little griot table here. So I think it's sick. Good promotional stuff, and it's just cool to have. So that'll end up in the giveaway. So there's that. We got a TRC hat. It's a new hat. It's their snapback black edition. I think they have a green one. It's a different type of green. It's not your olive drab, I don't think. It's not your typical like army olive drab that you would find on like BDUs, but it's still sweet. Might have been part of their 25-year anniversary, because that's what this shirt is. This is their 25-year anniversary shirt. Let's see. A couple other things in here. By a couple, I mean a lot. Some bucket stickers. You got a rinse, a wash, and then a wheels sticker. I use Ghost buckets from Detail Division. They're completely clear. I like the idea of giving those away, so we'll probably do that. The edgeless miner. If you look at this miner online, it's a premium metal polishing and detailing towel. It is the 365 edgeless, or edgeless 365. That's what it is. This color is a good way to code for metal polishing, if that's what you are wanting to use with them. But it is the 365 towel, and it's just purposed in that way. You'll see some of those products that are the off-road types of rag company towels. This is just from what I've learned from the towels and researched and listened to. But the off-road towels are, most of them are repurposed as well. They're already in the line, but I think there's a wash mitt or a wash pad, a Chanel wash pad that's not in the lineup for typical TRC microfibers. Everything else is in the lineup, but different color. I don't think you can get the same color in any of the off-road towels in the normal lineup, besides like the For the Wind towel and a pearl weave. I think those are orange. No, one of them is orange. I think the pearl's orange, so that's not repurposed. Just the same towel. Well, repurposed, sure. It's not specific to off-road. I'm getting so in the weeds here. And then I think a pink For the Wind or For the Windows towel. Speaking of pink For the Winds, here you go. Probably the most expensive towel next to the Pluffle. The Pluffle is getting discontinued by the rag company, which is really sad. A super plush towel. I took Obsessed Garage by their word and used it as a panel wipe towel before I do coatings, so a coating prep towel. It sheds, and maybe it's because I was using it so much as a oh wait, no, I about said something that was totally inaccurate. I was not using my Pluffles as rinseless towels. I used them after as rinseless because of the shedding, but I had used them as panel wipe towels before. Maybe it was a wash process. I do everything on like a low tumble and medium heat when it comes to the wash, and then low tumble on dry. I don't think they were damaged, but could be the reason why they're discontinuing it. Just that it's a different type of weave, and it's ultra soft, one of the softest towels they make. Just kind of like, why are we making this? But pink For the Winds are sick. It's your coating applicator kit. I have some of these guys, these sabers. This is the pearl weave on the back here. Hey, it's a good time to do a little comparison. Here we go. Is the standard pearl weave the same GSM as the Rip and Rag pearl weave? Yes, I can feel it. I'm not even gonna open that up. We're talking the best deal right here. I don't know if you can see this thing. The Ultra Rip and Rag is right here underneath me. There is no better deal out there. It's not even for sale. Once my discount code's up, you get 10% off. Then it's even cheaper. $45, now it's $40. So, $40.50, whatever you want to say. I haven't used the Coat Saver applicator. I just had a couple last pearls, the orange pearls that I wanted to use in its place. Probably shouldn't have, because they soak up more coating. The idea of having a plastic barrier between the weave, so it's a pearl weave outer and then a foam inner, is so that it saves you from wasting so much coating that's getting soaked up in the foam. The foam though does soak up, which doesn't flash. Maybe it does. It evaporates maybe more evaporates over time when it's in your foam, but you tend to not have to put as much on the more you put on your applicator, because it is soaking into the foam. So I wonder here, do you just not apply as much, and then you'll have more that goes a longer way, rather than coating and then it just getting soaked and soaked and soaked in the foam, that towards the end it's just like all ceramic in there if you're going fast enough. So hopefully you're going fast enough. It's not hardening. So this is just their care instructions. Little guy, will probably throw that in. I have a few of these. I've probably thrown a couple away, which I probably should save these for clients. Those will go in the giveaway. I opened this up. I shouldn't have. I knew what it was. I don't want it. I have one of these already. I do like the Octane grain, so maybe that convinced me to keep it. But I do like the Easy Brush a little bit more than I like this. If I think the Easy Brush is hurting some of the finishes on wheels, it's that blue brush, then I'll probably use the towel method. But there's a lot of people that use that, and I don't think anyone's really proved that the Easy Brush scratches. I think people just say that because it looks like it does. I've never had any issues with it. So we'll probably give this away. It'll be out of its bag. I don't like this look of it being torn. It's a little ghetto to me, for lack of a better word. But yeah, it comes with this little scrubby one. I don't like that. I do like this though. That looks really close to what the rag company does. I think it's a partnership. I don't know. No, it's a little different. But yeah, Detail Factory wheel brush kit. So we'll throw that in the giveaway. This is the Ultra Safe sponge. I don't know the difference between this and the other sponge that they had, but I think this one's just a little bit different and specific for like rinseless soaps. I used it. I have one of these and one of the old one, and I liked it. For transparency, I am not a big sponge guy on rinseless washes. It's a personal preference. I'd much rather use multiple towels, so I know I'm wiping and then pulling. I feel like when I'm using the sponge, it does pull a lot away, but then some of the dirt doesn't get encapsulated into the sponge, so then it kind of runs on the car, and then it gets picked up with a drying towel, and then I feel like I'm not having a safe experience, nor super satisfying, you know. That's where it's almost like, if you're looking for that, maybe do waterless, so you're like wiping it away, and that's it, instead of having like pre-treated spray with soaked towels and water everywhere. Whatever. Here are their wheel brushes, wheel mitts. I love this wheel mitt. I don't think I'll get away from this wheel mitt. It's like they have little finger guys in here. I never use them. Sorry, I'm touching it with dry hands. Makes me want to throw up. I can get my thumb in here and I can wrap easy, and it's just big enough and small enough to be used on all wheel surfaces. So they ended up doing a little woolly wheel mitt, and I do not like it. It's not big enough for me. I like to have my whole hand in there. Some people don't, but I get it. So this will end up as the giveaway item as well. One of the giveaway items for one of the 4 months. So yeah, this guy, we'll probably keep him in a bag, and if by December timing I'm not replacing my old ones, I'll throw it in that last giveaway. Next we got a couple of the dry wolves. No, these are the wolf packs. So these are 16 by 16 dry wolves, just smaller and a little bit lighter weight, so lighter GSM. I do like these. I might give one away. Actually, I don't know if I have a use for them. I think I'd rather let you all have that experience. I have towels that are like that. The Everest 550s and the Everest 1100s, very similar. Got a nice suede border, or I don't know if this one's suede actually. This looks like a silky, no, it might be suede. Couldn't tell you. It's got a little wolf imprint on it. Don't have a use for that, but I think it would be a good rinseless towel in my mind. Edgeless 500s in red. It's a 4-pack. I always give away 2 Edgeless 500s in all my giveaways. I'll probably split these. I'm not a red guy. This just doesn't fit my eye for my business. Edgeless 500 is the most coveted towel in the rag company's stuff. So I have way too many of them, and I don't need more. Okay, people freak out about the 1500, and I don't know if I have a 30 by 36 in the Gauntlet, and this is a 30 by 36, which is bigger than the 1500, which means this should be the best towel. The Gauntlet weave is the best weave in my mind. Six inches in length more than this guy. Let's see if it's true. Yeah. I'd want this. This is too heavy. I pre-wash all my stuff, so I'll get this washed with some rags to riches. I actually pre-wash even my giveaway items out of common courtesy for my people. This might end up in a giveaway. Reminds me of a bath towel. And yes, I know the weave is safe, but it's red. Oh, make it white, or like, yeah, white. How sick would that be? By the way, go watch the latest Obsessed Garage. It's the Obsessed Garage 4.0. It's their towel iteration. It's their fourth iteration of their partnership with Obsessed, or with the rag company. They go through some crazy, crazy awesome details. And they're working on some Obsessed Garage towels with some different colors. I'm telling you, it looks sick. This camera has been crooked this entire time. You can see it. Sorry you've been dealing with that this whole time. Okay. Still got battery on this thing? Alright. Now we're getting to the products. Some of the stuff I'm having a hard time giving away, because some of it I've been wanting to test. So, first and foremost, I haven't done this yet. So this is the body brush. It's a wheel and body brush. This was developed by Anthony the Rag. Anthony. Let's call him I don't even know what I was going to call him. That was weird. Anthony with the Rag Company, or All Day Anthony, for some of you people on YouTube that know his YouTube page and Instagram page. Very soft bristled brush. I will be keeping this. I've been excited to use it. Just haven't found the time to put it in my cart. So, and when things are free, it changes that experience. Here is the Octane and the curve ball. I have 3 curve balls, and I would love a 4th. I use them for interior. At one point, I was using it for conditioning of leather, but then you don't have a lot of control, and you don't have a lot of control on when that product is, how it's being applied to the leather and into the cracks and crevices. I think you want, when I say control, I want to feel the seat, and a foam applicator is usually pretty fine. Foam, like with a terry weave on the outside, one of those applicator pads, like a 3x5 index card size. But I will use this on like a door that I'm just trying to bust through, like one of these not one of these aren't mine. Taylor's cars and my car, I'd use maybe this, just to maintain them. So some express in here, express on the panel, maybe a little more express on this guy, and go to town and then dry it up. I use it on decals on the outside, and then I have a dedicated one to, these are all dedicated inside, dedicated outside, and then dedicated one for tire shine, which I'd like to try the Obsessed Garage applicator, or some of these other little guys that have the little soft bristles, the synthetic bristles on them. So This will end up as a giveaway item. This is the Octane tire brush. I have this color and this size, and I don't need another one, so I'd love to give it to one of you. For the longest time, I was using Detail Factory's interior brush, as I think we're all convinced that it was their tire brush, and lo and behold, they have a tire brush that's a little more stiff than the soft interior brush. Diamond Pro Tech wheel kit. I really want to try their glass kit. Can I exchange? I have been just struggling to find a good glass sealant that lasts long. I do love soft 99s. Their glass coating, it's more like a sealant that you apply, and it's called Glaco. But I'd like to try something else, a little more long-lasting, something I can upcharge for. So something I can upcharge because of durability claims and true durability. But yeah, this comes with their prep. This comes with their coating, and then what's that guy? Just to insert a couple other things. I think they have like gloves in here. Looks like no, I don't know what they have in here. A little Terry in here, and then I think that's Edgeless 300. Ooh, a little side by side. Oof da. That's a hard glass towel to sell there. Ah, no, I really wanted that to be the glass towel for my clients. I can't have teal next to that. Frick. Good thing they just came out with a white ultra rippin' rag. Put it on their site all sneakily like 3 days ago, and I noticed it. I'm like, you mother truckers. So they make that in white, this ultra rag. Okay, Inspiration Defender. This is something the Forensic Detailer just reviewed. Go to Forensic Detailer on YouTube. It's about 400,000 subscribers, and he does detailing product reviews where he does durability testing. He'll rate it on an economic, just your price point, basically per ounce. What's the most economical for a detailer. Ease of use, instructions. That torture test, so like a durability, and then it'll get you an overall score. This scored middle of pack. I think there isn't a ton of, yes, this one has a little bit more gloss to it, which is good. I don't think it was super durable as a standalone, but there are a lot of crap products out there, and this is, in my mind, I think a good product. I have not used it, but based on what I've heard, it'll be a product that I want to use, so I'll probably be keeping that. It's a glass cleaner, GLAS, Starna Glass. I'm not a fan of their triggers. I have a glass cleaner. I have two glass cleaners that I really like, Koshemi and PNS. This will end up as a giveaway item, but they're expensive. So I don't think their glass cleaner is super expensive. I really like Forced by them, and I'm starting to like their Glatt that I've been trying on wheels. I'm not a big fanboy, so I don't see the need to spend a little bit more for their glass cleaner when I can get it in bulk for cheaper from other companies. So that'll be a giveaway item. Here's the Triple S Slip, Slide, and Shine. This is for wrap installation. So I am not a wrap guy or a PPF guy. We have a gal part of the group, that's why it's part of the package, and it makes sense that it's part of the package, so I'll probably hold on to it until I find the need to use it if I ever start doing that kind of stuff. This is Panel Wipe. So Panel Wipe is good for panel prep. It's like an isopropyl mixture to help pull off any kind of residue or anything left on the surface after paint correction, or maybe just before you do any kind of coating or sealant application. But make sure you're prepping the paint properly through decon, iron decontamination, polishing that's needed, etc., etc. Here's their Magic Wheel Cleaner. I feel really horrible shipping this to someone and it spilling. It smells really bad. I do like this. I do also like alkali. So their alkali wheel cleaner is called AWH. I know there's no C. I think there'd be a C, but AWH is their alkali wheel cleaner. MWC is their magic wheel cleaner. This is more acidic, that one's more alkaline. It's not an acid, that's not an acid, but alkali has a little more bite to it, and it can be diluted. This one, I don't know, it can be diluted. I think it's RTU, so ready to use. And honestly, I do like this. And I'll probably whip it out. I don't know if I'll add as a giveaway item, unless I just never use it. Here's P&S Frostbite. I will be using this. I've been really wanting to use this a lot. So this is incredible fragrance. You know how I am on fragrances. By the way, I haven't got my Detailer Society air fresheners yet, but I will. Smells like a nice hand soap. I think it's meant for coating maintenance. Let's take a peek. Obviously super slick and not durable, super slick and gentle for your car, but specific for a snow foam. So foam cannon, I think, is the intent, but it can go in a bucket. Why did I think this could be used as a coating maintenance? Surface Cleanse Snow Foam, high foaming, foam cannon ready, hand wash dilute 128 to 1, incredible fragrance. I don't see anything on the label about a coating shampoo. So in my mind, this is probably a balanced pH level. Sorry for sitting here reading, but I, for some reason, was totally under the impression that that's what the case was. Rehab Correction Cream by P&S. This is part of their Pro Series. I don't really know what the Pro Series is. It's the first time I've really paid attention to the Pro Series. Yeah. Interesting. I've heard amazing things about it. That's all I can say. I haven't used it. And when I hear amazing things from multiple detailers, it's probably a good thing. Here's Glatt by Sarnaglass. Glatt is a rinse aid. Think about it as like maybe a 4 to 6 week protection. I think it's good for in between washes. Problem is it probably masks your ceramic properties. If there's buildup of contamination on your coatings or your sealants, and you add this on top, it may not be as hydrophobic as your coatings. That may end up needing to be washed with something more alkali or acidic to release some of those contaminants from your coating. So I still think it's good. I use this on my wheels. I use a rinse aid on my wheels. I use my go-to is Geon Wet Coat. It's just expensive. It's a really high price point for the amount you get. So I think you get a 5 liter for $85, which is super expensive. So I purchased this, and this was actually a lot cheaper when you talk about per milliliter, and then got this in the giveaway. I'm going to go through this like crazy, so I don't think this will end up in the giveaway. You can see I really like chemicals. Tire Glaze, this is a silicon-based solvent, so it'll have a little more durability, last a little bit longer. I don't think you would ever really dilute this unless you really wanted to. I do not use on surfaces where slipperiness is undesirable, i.e. pedals, steering wheel, tire treads, and obviously floorboards, and your plastic runners when you open up the, I call it floorboards. Maybe those are the, yeah, I don't know, anywhere you step. we'll try that out. Absolute. I really like McKee's N914 rinseless. It's got no any additives or Surfac, no. I don't want to call them fillers, but there's no like added protection slickness crap in it, where some of these might have that. Not protection. Maybe it's polymers. I think it's polymers. I don't think N914 doesn't have any polymers. It is still slick, but for some reason I don't like that residue. So, Rapid Rinseless Wash, or I think that's what it stands for, RRW by Koshemi. Been trying that out. I think it does have polymers in it, and I do like it. So maybe I can be convinced. But I would like this to go in the first giveaway for September as being a Grambassador. So that'll make it in there. Here is all-around surface cleaner. One of the best products of Koshemi. It's a perfect finishing product. So you're done detailing a car. You've done your heavy interior, right? You probably use something like Express, Inner QD. Actually, Inner QD by CarPro is probably similar to like an all-round surface cleaner like this, but there's a couple other interiors. Griot's has a good interior. I like Griot's as well. Yeah, but you want to just make things immaculate. This is one of the only certified touch display or any kind of console display systems that's safe on that stuff. So the only certified safe to use on those systems. Doesn't mean other things just aren't safe, they're just not recommended because they haven't been tested as such. So you shouldn't be putting Green Star on your screens, which is an all-purpose cleaner. Maybe if it was diluted 100 to 1, maybe it would be okay, but this is perfectly fine. I use this ready to use. I put the spray bottle right on top and I just go to town. And you don't need a lot. Pro tip. I'm not a professional because there's nothing that deems me a professional in the detailing world, but excellence for experts. I'd call myself maybe an expert. This is great with the synthetic Detail Factory brush. So the synthetic tips, make sure it's, or synthetic bristles, make sure it's clean. And then an edgeless 500 to go through your final life of the car. Your edgeless 500s don't really shed whatsoever. And your synthetic brush is good to kind of agitate some areas that you maybe tried blowing out that streaked a little bit from blowing out some of like your Express interior cleaner. I see it sometimes on buttons because I'll spray out the steering wheel, or I'll blow out the steering wheel. Just get a little bit in the brush. You don't even have to spray onto the panels. I don't spray this onto anything. I spray it into a towel, or I spray it into my synthetic brush. I go and then I hit the towel and then flip and buff. You can be so quick with it, and it flashes super fast, so it dries really quick. Some XOV5, 70 bucks. So I think it's the 30 milliliter, but still it's a really great product and one of my favorites. That goes on top of CSL. Can be standalone, but recommendation is if you're gonna pay this, drop another 70 bucks, put CSL on there. You get your good 3 to 5 years before on that CSL, and this is a good 12 to 24 month topper. Combined, normal conditions, daily driver, you're probably going to get 3 to 5 years with the combination. Technically, it would be 5 to 7 if you used their terms of it, but not everyone's, doing a perfect hand wash every week, barely driving their cars. A lot of them are getting tattered, and most people have interesting weather conditions. This is the lid / measuring cup. If you wanted to use it as a measuring cup, I'd probably just use it as a lid, but it's good for your IK sprayers. If you are holding product and you're using your sprayer top for other purposes and you want to switch, which would mean you'd have an odd number of heads and bottoms, which I didn't know that they sold them separately. And then your IK Multi TR Mini True, or Mini 2? No, this is just a 360. So it's got the 360, what do you want to call in here? So you can turn it upside down and it'll still grab fluid as long as it's floating around in that solution and it's low enough and there's enough fluid in here to grab. It's good. Put a lot of testing product in here. Carpro Pearl goes in here. I like it a lot. Oh, a lot of talking. That is it. Let me grab another drink real quick. 280 GSM on those ultra ripping rags. It's kind of good to know. Let's grab the other Pro Weave from the rag company and see if it's the same. Sorry, I gotta look at the white and the ultra ripping rag. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, so we're doing the Pro Weave. What was it, 280? Now let's see what the standard edgeless runs. It'd be weird if it was different. Means they'd have to manufacture them. Maybe they'd get manufactured differently since they're going on a roll and you can tear them. Oh my gosh, it is different. Whoa, wait a second. This Pro Weave, the edgeless pearl on their website, the gray that I use is a gray and there's an orange. They're advertising it as a 320 GSM, but an 80-20 blend. So you got 80% polyester and then 20% polyamide, which is your absorbency. That's why we always want something that's a little bit higher, like a 70-30. China, country of origin. I'm sure these are a country of China as well. They don't have it directly on that label there. Oh my gosh, I did not know that. I have a bunch of premium edgeless. Wait, do they not have the premium anymore? It's purple. Oh my gosh, I got like 4 unopened premium edgeless. They're stupid expensive, like way too expensive. Probably why they discontinued it, but they're gone. Makes me think that it was a 70-30 blend. And maybe when they were talking about repurposing this into a roll, maybe that's why they had switched it. Let me look. Oh, that is crazy. Oh my gosh, I got 4 of them. Okay, it's a 16 by 16 10-pack Korean towel. I think this is a 70-30. Just the price point's tough. I don't know if it's edgeless though. No, it's got a little bit of an edge. Looks like it's a soft edge, not a butter suede, but yeah. Whoa, what the heck? So this towel that they just made, this blue, is ultra premium. Pretty cool. All right, that's it. I'm done. You got the story, you got the products, you got the overview of everything. We're gonna be pushing more content. I'll finish the edit at some point, but I'll probably film another couple other uncut detailings that will go up before that one. But jump on my Instagram and just take a peek at what I got going on there. It's pretty fun. I've been enjoying it. A lot of reels, not a lot of photos anymore, but we'll sprinkle some photos in between all that because I do like getting a good shot. Anyways, that's it. I appreciate it. All that you do, stay tuned for Monday, the 16th. Let's see, what is it? It is 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. Yeah, Monday the 16th, we'll do a big giveaway. I'm super stoked to get that thing kicked off, and it's going to be fun. So, yeah, stay tuned for more, and we'll go from there. Peace, y'all, and have a great weekend. We'll see you.